My younger sister, Olivia, had always believed the world owed her something. Some people call it confidence. Some call it entitlement. I called it exhausting. Growing up, Olivia rarely heard the word no. If she wanted something, my parents found a way: a new phone, a designer bag, an expensive vacation. Eventually, someone gave in, usually me. I was 9 years older. After college, I built a consulting company. It took years: long nights, failed projects, debt, stress, sacrifice. Meanwhile, Olivia floated from job to job. Nothing lasted. Everything was someone else's fault. Bad boss, bad company, bad economy, bad luck. Never Olivia. Still, she always managed to call when she needed money, and for years I helped. Not because she deserved it, because she was my sister. That decision would eventually become my biggest mistake. The call came on a Tuesday. I was leaving a client meeting when Olivia called. She sounded excited, too excited. "I found my dream car. Congratulations. I need your help." Of course she did. "How much?" 75 lakh. I nearly dropped my phone. "What?" "It's an SUV. Olivia, you don't even have a stable job." Silence. "Then that's why you should buy it." I laughed, honestly laughed, because I thought she was joking. She wasn't. "I'm serious." "Absolutely not." The conversation ended badly, very badly. 3 days later, my phone exploded. Calls, texts, messages, relatives, friends, even old classmates. Something was happening. Then my mother called, angry. "Why are you lying to everyone?" "What?" "Your sister says you're bankrupt." I froze. Apparently, Olivia had told everyone my company was failing, that I was drowning in debt, that I'd refused to help because I couldn't afford it. The story spread quickly. People love gossip, especially when it involves someone successful falling apart. Within days, relatives treated me differently. Some mocked me, others pitied me. A few seemed strangely pleased. I wanted to defend myself. Instead, I stayed quiet, because something didn't add up. This wasn't just revenge. Olivia was preparing something. 2 months later, Olivia got engaged. The engagement party was enormous. Luxury hotel, live music, designer decorations, expensive catering. Far beyond anything she could afford, which immediately raised a question. Who was paying for all this? The answer arrived halfway through the evening. Her fiancé, a wealthy real estate developer named Marcus. Everyone loved him. Polite, generous, successful. Unfortunately for Olivia, Marcus had recently learned something she didn't know. A few weeks before the engagement party, Marcus contacted me, privately. "I need to ask something." "Okay. Why have you been sending Olivia money every month?" I froze because I had, for 6 years, emergency expenses, rent, loans, car repairs, medical bills. Thousands and thousands of dollars. Marcus sighed. "She told me she supports you financially." I nearly laughed. Then I realized he was serious. Olivia had convinced him she was secretly helping her struggling older sibling. The reality was the exact opposite. Marcus requested proof. I sent everything. Bank transfers, receipts, records, messages. He thanked me, then disappeared. I assumed that was the end. I was wrong. At the engagement party, Marcus stood up, tapped a glass, and smiled. Everyone became quiet. Olivia looked thrilled. She clearly expected a romantic speech. Instead, Marcus connected his phone to the giant screen behind him. My stomach tightened. Olivia's face turned pale instantly because she recognized the documents. Bank records, hundreds of them, displayed for everyone. The room fell silent. Marcus began speaking. "For years I've been told a story." Nobody moved, nobody spoke, nobody blinked. Then Marcus revealed everything. The money, the lies, the fake success, the fabricated stories, the manipulation. Every single detail. Olivia tried interrupting. Marcus continued. She tried denying it. The records spoke for themselves. She tried crying. Nobody believed her because the evidence was overwhelming. Then Marcus revealed something nobody expected, including me. He had hired investigators, not because of the money, because he suspected more. And he was right. Olivia wasn't only lying about finances. She had secretly accumulated massive debt, hidden loans, credit cards, personal borrowing, nearly 2.4 crore worth, much of it unknown even to our parents. The room erupted. My father looked physically ill. My mother started crying. Relatives stared in disbelief. And Olivia, for the first time in her life, she had nowhere to run. The engagement ended that night. Marcus walked away. Most people assumed I'd feel victorious. I didn't. Just tired, because watching someone destroy their own life isn't satisfying. It's sad, especially when they're family. Over the next year, Olivia finally faced reality. She sold possessions, took a full-time job, entered financial counseling, stopped blaming everyone else. For the first time in her life, she started growing up. Ending 2 years later, Olivia called me. No demands, no emergencies, no drama, just a simple question. Can I take you to dinner? At dinner, she handed me an envelope. Inside was a check, the first repayment she'd ever made, not large, not life-changing, but meaningful. Then she quietly said, "You were right." "About what?" She smiled sadly. "The car." I laughed. "Which one?" "The one I thought would make me happy." I looked at her for a moment, then nodded. Because sometimes the most expensive thing a person owns isn't a luxury car. It's their ego. And my sister nearly lost everything protecting hers.